Remember the video we had about the X-15 one design wingfoil class? Well, it was very well received, but we had a little bit of controversy about it. There were some comments about stifling innovation, monopolizing the market, wingfoiling going Olympic. In this video, we want to talk about this a little bit. We want to take a closer look at these comments about innovation, wingfoiling, one design class. Does it make sense? And all of that. So we put a little bit of a video together for you guys where we're going to look just at that. For example, one guy felt that this is totally monopolizing the market. But I'm saying, who is keeping any other brand from also developing a one design class? Is there a governing body that tells us no, only one brand can do that? So far, actually not. But there are actually mechanics in place. If a sport is Olympic, then, so I've been told, and this might not be 100% accurate anymore, but in windsurfing, for example, if you design a one design class, then for several years it is a brand that is developing the one design class to these standards, and then for the next 4 years some other brand is getting in and develops the one design class if a sport is Olympic. But wingfoiling, as of right now, and we know that, is not Olympic. So with that being said, the one design class is no monopoly at all. It is just one brand that is trying to develop a one design, kind of one gear, one standardized kind of thing in the case the sport does become Olympic. And they're trying to do their own race series, but that doesn't mean that the GWA and other race series are now out of business or something like that. It just means somebody is trying to standardize and level a playing field for a brand new sport. Does it stifle and choke down innovation? Do you think a brand and a company like Armstrong or Axis or Unifoil and other brands are stopping their innovation because just now there is somebody that is trying to do a one design class? I absolutely don't think so. I think we are still pushing the limits and are doing cutting edge shit with foiling, and there is still so much room to grow. So no, it is not holding back any kind of innovation or disincentivizes big brands and small brands to stop innovating and pushing the limit. Do you guys remember how this has been tried once in SUP? Yeah, back in the day, Nash tried a one design race series. It was called NISCO or N1SCO, I believe I remember. Then that kind of failed. It lacked the attraction. Then Big tried it. Remember the brand Big that was absorbed by, I want to say, French company and now morphed into Tae. Yeah, so Big tried a one design race series in SUP and it did not work. But I do believe that sailing sports are different. Dinghy sailing and all sorts of sailing, it is a one design kind of situation, and we have to acknowledge that wing racing, not what we just saw lately with the GWA with wing surf wave competition, no, but wing racing, regatta racing, I think that's a whole different kind of category. And I think in that respect it almost kind of starts to make sense. If you don't want always the guy winning with the best gear. But then again, this thing comes really into play and I think becomes attractive when a sport becomes Olympic. Like IQ foiling, that's a one design thing because why? Well, because it is Olympic. Whilst with SUP, we saw we're gonna put our Olympic dreams on hold till 2032 if so, and wingfoiling actually appears to be the same. We are not going to see any wingfoiling in this year. We're not going to see any wingfoiling in 2028 when it is LA time. So we're so far out. So in my opinion, what Starboard here does is actually mainly a proof of concept to showcase that it is possible to level the playing field, that if the Olympic IOC, if the IOC ever looks at the sport, that yes, there is a chance and a showcase that we can race in a one design class. I personally would really like to try out this class and try out the gear and see how it feels. Particularly the wing with the zipper there. If you guys haven't seen the video there, have an zipper wing. So that would be super cool to actually try that at once. So as far as all the comments go and everything, I think we just have to let this thing play out and see where a starboard is able to take this. I think there might be other brands that will maybe take the same risk. You also have to consider this is a financial risk to pound out the whole one design class and see whether this is even going to catch on or not. So we're just going to have to see how this thing plays out, what is happening with the Olympic thought, what is happening with the Sailing Federation. So there's so much stuff that goes into this, and us as downwinder, freestyler, racers, surfers sort of thing is like there is so much other stuff going on, and I don't think Starboard is going to be able to monopolize the market or choke down other companies' innovation. That is for sure, and I don't see the whole world also just adopting the entire one design class and not writing anything else other than that. So we're just going to have to give this thing a little time, see what happens, see what plays out, and continue to follow the thought and continue to see you guys in the next video.